So, it just turned 10:30 for me. Literally just now. It's July 7th, and... I didn't really prepare what to say. So, since last time, I did a whole bunch of grinding. So, I can do all of these. See? I did 20. I got 20 of these vicious reports. But I'm gonna hold off on doing these for now. Just until I can get more of whatever the hell it is we need. Okay, so let's see, we got all these done. Today we're gonna do these two, and I'm gonna make sure I get that last treasure chest. So for this one, defeat 1,000 enemies or more. So I already did that. Obtain 4 wild berries. So I looked up where the wild berries are. I have all their locations. And the third one is defeat Master Koga with Riju. So I'm going to need Riju for this. Where is she? There she is.
It is my time.
Okay, let's get going. So I have a quick story to tell you guys, and it's probably going to escalate to something else. But first...
In the midst of the calamity.
Whatever. Something I want to mention. So regarding what I talked about for Superman and Lois, how I said that until I see physical proof, I'm not gonna believe that it's on an alternate Earth. I will stick by that it is still on Earth Prime until I physically see maybe, like, you know, the Flash breach over to the different Earth. Well, it wasn't until I saw Paige's video that I really thought, oh yeah, that could work too. A recast. Yeah, that too would kind of solidify it being on a different Earth. You know, they recasted Sam Lane, but people can just explain that with Crisis. They also brought back Lucy Lane, who's played by the same actress. Okay, I'm pretty sure First Wild Berry is in one of these. First Wild Berry is right next to the start. I said I know their location. There it is. That's it. I said I know their locations, but I do know that the first one's right at the beginning. There we go. So let's see if I can real quick just point to where all of them are. So we just got the first one here. Second one... I gotta find it first. Hold on. So there's one here. There's one right about here. The other one... There's one about here. And then the last one is... Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Right here on this very large thing sticking out. You know, it looks... The size looks pretty large. It looks above average. Alright, so let's go get those wild berries. So I'm not going to play the entire level because you guys don't need to see me do that. I'm just going to collect all 4 wild berries, and then I'm just going to defeat Master Koga with Riju, and then I'll cut back to the menu. I can't do that yet. So what do I need to do here? What's my goal? Aid the Hylian captain, so I need to go down. Down to the bottom of the sea. And a very obvious box sitting right there. That's 2 of our 4. But yeah, if they recasted a character on Superman and Lois, I guess that too could very much solidify and confirm concretely that it is indeed on another Earth. And like I said, Sam Lane indeed was recast. Morgan Edge as well, even though technically Morgan Edge doesn't exist. Morgan Edge was just an alias used by Tal-Ro. But, you know, those could still be explained by Crisis. Crisis on Infinite Earths changed the way Sam Lane looked. It also changed Morgan Edge to not be an actual person, but just be an alias. A cover-up. A persona, you know what I mean. But Lucy Lane's played by the same actress. I forget her name at the moment. How did I get a flurry rush on that? Okay, that's 1. Now, what characters could be recast? Jimmy Olsen, Lex Luthor, Supergirl. They could go the route where they recast the Flash if he ever shows up, though I highly doubt they would. You know, those are just the top few characters that I can think of who could be recasted. You know, I would love to see Jon Cryer face off against this Superman. And in terms of a Jimmy Olsen, yes, I would love for... I forget the actor's name, too. He played Jax in Mortal Kombat, which was a meh film, honestly. But anyways, like, I didn't really like his version of Jimmy Olsen, or James Olsen. They didn't really call him Jimmy at all. You know, he didn't really feel like Jimmy Olsen to me in the slightest. He didn't look nor act like Jimmy Olsen, to me at least. You know, Superman's best friend. But I hope they don't recast. I would love to see the same actors come back. But if they do, then that's very unfortunate. Sure, it may make for better storytelling, you know. Do a good, quote-unquote good Jimmy Olsen and Lex Luthor. I mean, I like Jon Cryer's version of Lex Luthor. It's not my favorite, but I do like him as Lex Luthor. As if only he shaved that damn beard. And you know, it's already established that Jimmy Olsen, you know, that the actor playing him is already established, so it's like I would still love to see him come back. He especially did not feel like Jimmy Olsen in the final season of Supergirl, especially at Alex's wedding. So that, I believe, should be where Koga is. So Link, I'll send you to aid. I guess not. Aid over here. While I, as Riju, go take down Koga, because that's one of my tasks. So yeah, if they recast a character, okay, here's the thing though. They have to... Like, regarding a recast, it has to be a character that we've seen post-Crisis. You know, after Crisis, we haven't seen Sam Lane, the old version of Sam Lane, played by the other actor. So that doesn't really matter. But we did see Jimmy Olsen, or James Olsen, so if he showed back up again, played by someone else, then that would definitely confirm it's another Earth. So it has to be someone that we have not seen after Crisis. You know, Lex Luthor's in the Phantom Zone, so if they recast, then yes, that would mean a different Earth. But would they really recast Supergirl, though, if they ever have her on the show? I can totally see them never having her on the show. You know, it wasn't until I actually saw Paige's video that I remembered Jimmy Olsen was a character. It's like, oh yeah, Jimmy Olsen's a Superman character. And then I really thought about it. They've been doing Jimmy Olsen dirty for who knows how long now. Like, the last time we got a true good Jimmy Olsen was on Smallville, at least to my memory. Like, for live action. He was killed off in Batman v Superman to the point, like, when I watched the film, I didn't even realize that was Jimmy Olsen. At least not the first time watching. I had to watch a breakdown and then to see that pointed out. Jimmy Olsen died right away. It's like, oh, that was Jimmy Olsen. But yeah, they haven't really done a good Jimmy Olsen in live action in quite a while. Last time was Smallville, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, no offense to the actor who played him on Supergirl, it just didn't really feel like the Jimmy Olsen from the comics. At least to me. You know, he's still a great actor, though. But anyways, you know, let's move on from the Superman and Lois stuff. I just wanted to point out that I didn't really think about recasting would also confirm that it's on another Earth. I used the wrong one. No! Will this still hit you? You're behind me. Oh, it Okay, it did. So something I want to talk about. Something that happened literally today for me. Or to me. Oh shit. I let go of the button and then I hit A. Yo, he recovers a little too fast from that. Alright, so here's what happened. So I was at work. This didn't exactly happen during work. You'll know what I mean in a sec. So what I did was I closed the shop because in the mall that I work at, there's a gym, a Pokemon, not a working out gym. There's a gym in Pokemon Go on the other side of the mall. So I have to close the door and walk to the other side of the mall to reach the gym. Now before you guys freak out, like you're gaming during work hours, it's like yes I am. It's my own store, okay? It's a family business. Chill out. So that's what I did. I closed the door because there was a raid going on the other side of the mall where the gym was at. So I closed the door and I walked over. You know, nobody did the gym. Nobody did the raid, which is besides the point. Well, I'm hitting the button. There we go. What's important is I closed the store and I walked over. That's what to take away from. So, you know, whoops. So nobody joined, so I started walking back to the store. On my way back, you know, I still had my phone in my hand. Pokemon Go was still open. You know, I was just checking for any shinies, doing whatever. On my way back, I was just looking at my phone. This Mandarin lady walked up to me and started asking me who knows what type of shit in Mandarin. And I didn't understand her because I don't fucking speak Mandarin. So, okay, so I really tried to ignore her. Like, I was thinking to myself, please don't be talking to me. Please don't be talking to me. Like, she followed me for a few steps trying to talk to me, and I just really tried to ignore her. Like, please don't be talking to me. Do not be talking to me, please. And then I looked up from my phone, and indeed, she was trying to talk to me. You know, I don't know. I can only assume she was asking for directions, but she spoke in only Mandarin. So I looked up, you know, she realized, finally, you noticed me. You paid some attention to me. I feel a sneeze coming, by the way. So I looked up from my phone. She talked to me and asked whatever. And then I'm like, what? I don't speak Mandarin. And she's like, oh, no Chinese? I'm like, no. And then she's like, oh. And then, sorry, walked away. Now, for those who don't know why this irks me so much, I totally missed where the wild berry is too. It's over here. For those who don't know why this really pisses me off so much, this is the third time at this mall. I was just walking by, minding my own business, and some Mandarin lady stops me and asks me for whatever it is that they're saying. The third time. Now you might wonder, that's not that bad, you know, they're just trying to maybe ask for directions. What's the big deal? And honestly, it's not that big of a deal, but over the years working at this mall, I've really grown a hatred for this to happen to me, and that's when people speak Mandarin to me. God damn it, I hate it so much. I do not speak Mandarin. I do not understand Mandarin. Okay? I do not speak this language. I do not understand a word in this language. There's a third wild berry, by the way. I don't know Mandarin, okay? That's well established. So it pisses me off whenever someone comes up to me and speaks Mandarin to me, because I don't know what you're saying. It pisses me off that you take a look at me and you assume I know Mandarin. Now, I'm in a bad, location for this to happen to me because where I work at is a primarily Asian mall. And if you guys haven't seen my face before, I am Asian. I come from an Asian background. I know I don't sound like it, but trust, I am. And that's what pisses me off so much. You know, I didn't grow up, I wasn't born or grew up in Asia, so my Chinese is kind of hot garbage. Well, the Cantonese portion of my Chinese vocabulary. The Mandarin portion doesn't exist. Because I wasn't taught Mandarin growing up. Like the Chinese that I've already said all this in a different video too. The Chinese I know is horrible and it's a totally different language too. So I am in a bad location for this to always happen to me. It's an Asian mall and I look Asian. You know, a mix of this and a pinch of that. Add this in, you know. Asian looking dude in an Asian mall. Of course people would assume I speak Mandarin. It's like people always say to me, well, you can't complain, you have to look at your position. Look at your situation. How can you be pissed? Well, I am, okay? No damn how can you be pissed. I just am pissed at this. I absolutely hate that I just get assumed for knowing Mandarin, because I don't. I do not. I have so many customers come in who speak Mandarin to me. And the first line that I always say is, I'm sorry, I don't know Mandarin. Now, before people, I already know how people are gonna respond to me because I've had people respond to me this way before. Before anyone asks me, well, why don't you just learn Mandarin? Yeah, as if it's that easy, learning a whole new language. As if it's that easy. You know, I can just say it, and bam, done. Well, I kind of lost my train of thought there, but you know, if it's I kind of have a backwards opinion on this part. You know, this part of how I think is kind of backwards, and I know that as well. The more people tell me that I should learn Mandarin just for work, the less it makes me want to. Alright, 4 wild berries done. All 3 of these shits are done. So I'm gonna cut back, and then I'll continue the story then. So anyways, as I was saying, the more I'm told I should learn Mandarin just to help these people, you know, shopping at my store, the less it makes me want to learn it. You know, it's just like when my family tells me all the time, you should learn more because you're a boy. You know, whenever they tell me that, it makes me want to learn less. Had they simply tell me stuff like, you should learn more because it's better for your future, that doesn't, you know, drive me away from it as much as it does whenever they just flat out say, you're a boy, you need to know more in general. You know, learning Mandarin just to cater to these, in my opinion, a little offensive group of people, you know, they take one glance at me and they instantly assume he knows what I say. I'ma speak it to him. Princess. Which, once again, like, I understand. I'm in an Asian community. I'm in an Asian mall. I look freaking Asian. Why would they not assume that? But still, you know, it gets tiring after, at this point, years of, like, damn near daily, people come in. They just look at me and they're like, okay, you speak Mandarin. I'm gonna speak Mandarin to you. And I have to tell them. It's the exact same line. Oh my god. You know what? You guys deserve this. It's the exact same line every time I say, I don't speak Mandarin. I need to start wearing a freaking name tag that says I don't speak Mandarin. And you know, it's like that stereotype, you know, all Asians look the same. And you know, as an Asian myself, yeah, I can agree. There are times when I can't even tell what type of Asian a person is. Don't forget, guys, I'm Asian myself. I can say this. You know, it's kind of hard to tell apart Kanto and Mando people. You know, Japanese as well. To me, sometimes to me, I can tell when someone looks Korean. But what is that block? Was that crate floating just now? Anyways. But yeah, majority of the time, I can't tell. I can't tell myself. I think my voice is giving away. So anyways, the third one is block the enemy's path. I had no idea how to do that, so I of course had to look it up. And it's pretty simple. It's really just taking down an outpost, kinda. But there might be a certain point in the level where you can do it, so I'll wait until then. You guys know that meme after the Eternals came out? White people. All Asians look alike, and it shows a picture of Wong and Gilgamesh. And then also white people. Just shows Bucky Barnes and Icarus. You know, Sebastian Stan and Richard Madden do low-key look alike. You know, Benedict Wong and Don Lee, they you know, if you squint, I guess they kind of look alike. But to me, they look vastly different. But yeah, I hate being spoken Mandarin to. I absolutely hate it because I don't know the language. What, I have to improve myself? I have to better myself in order to be accepted? Is that it? You know, I have to go out of my way, take my own free time, learn an entire new language, just to do all this. You know, I got better shit I'd rather do. Of course, people can still argue that if you learn this language, not only do you expand your vocabulary, but you also open up more opportunities in your future, because if you're multilingual, I think that's how you say it, if you know multiple languages, that's very good for jobs in the future. I think we can all just agree that I'm just flat out wrong in this situation, like I am for many things. I'm wrong for being pissed off that I get spoken Mandarin to. I'm wrong that, you know, I refuse to learn this language. We all know, even I flat out know that I'm just wrong in general. By the way, I was about to say something. I didn't even realize you could do this. You saw how this Moblin's health or shield was damn near broken? Well, what I've been doing is I've been waiting for another opportunity, like another Flurry Rush to break it. But what I didn't realize you could do was you could just use the Sheikah Slate, maybe throw a bomb at them, and that'll just bring their shield all the way down. I didn't realize I could do that. One more thing to mention. You may have noticed I decided on what to do for a thumbnail for these videos. It's wacky, it's cringe, I know that. I was just playing around in Photoshop, I got an idea, and, well, we're going with it. I had to take a screenshot from the game to do that too, and then crop it out. And then I had to up the feather to 50%. You know, I'm just in a lose-lose position. There's no winning in my position. Asian boy can't speak Mandarin in a Mandarin community, or more Asian community. It's like there's no winning here. There is literally zero option to win here. The only option to win is to give in, learn this frickin' language, or go somewhere else to work, which kind of isn't an option. Well, I guess it can be. Well, this is the family store, the family business, so I work here. You know, the one option, which isn't really an option, is move the store, move the family business, which we can't do. Another option is just find somewhere else to work. Go find a job elsewhere and earn some other money. Well, I don't want to do that. My own store, I can just chill. So yeah, there's just no winning here. You know, it's moments like these that really make me feel like I was a mistake. Like, I turned out the worst possible way. Now, some people might ask, well, how do you come to that conclusion from not being able to speak Mandarin? Well, I feel like I was what was not intended to happen. Now, for those who don't know the story, me and my sister, we were born in Canada, but my parents were both from Asia. Originally, I don't remember why they moved to Canada, honestly, but originally the plan, my mom's plan, was after I was born, we moved the whole family back to Asia, and my parents raised me and my sister there.
Your Majesty.
But my dad was the one who convinced her, like, no, we should stay here in Canada, in North America, to raise the family. And that's exactly how it happened. I feel like I turned out the worst possible way from that decision. The way I think of it, had I grown up in Asia, I'd be smart. I'd probably be tall. Maybe I wouldn't have gamed as much, and I would actually go out and do some freaking physical activities. I would actually play sports. Maybe I'd be tall and buff instead of fat and lazy, right, as I am now. But I do also see myself possibly being the opposite of what I am right now. Instead of fluent English and awful Chinese, I feel like the opposite would have happened. My Chinese would be superb, but my English would be atrocious. And, well, you know, I'm not white, so the opposite can't really be said. Like, I get assumed I know English, when in reality my English would have sucked. Well, that's not really... That wouldn't be the opposite. But yeah, I feel like I turned out the worst possible way from my dad's choice of raising the family here. You know, got a fat, stupid, short son who doesn't know Mandarin. So yes, me not knowing Mandarin does indeed make me feel like I was a horrible mistake. Like, I am the living embodiment of a mistake. You know, I don't think I was necessarily a mistake in the sense, like, I happened accidentally, if you know what I mean. I don't think I was a mistake in that sense. But a mistake as in, like, had my dad raised, or my dad not convinced my mom to raise us here, maybe I would have turned out better if I did grow up on that side of the world. Do you guys know what I mean? Hold on, I think this is the moment where we actually can do this. So, we go to the very end. Not the very end of there, I'll show you. We go up here. Oh, I still have the treasure chest to get too. Of course. Just keep going. Impa's here and ready. Oh, so is Zelda too. So we make it into this cave behind the waterfall. And we got all these fools to deal with. Okay, Zelda, can you go help them since they're in a tough battle? And I can use one of these. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! But yeah, so many things, like, especially not knowing Mandarin, make me feel like just an atrocity. Make me feel like such a failure in life, which I absolutely am, I know that. You know, my sister often says, like, what girl wouldn't want you, you know? Once you graduate, you'll have education, you'll have a job, technically you'll even have an apartment as well. I'm not going to go into detail about that. Long story short, we have a couple of apartments who we're renting out to a few people. It's what they call an investment, I think. But regardless, like, my sister often says that, like, who wouldn't want, what girl wouldn't want to be with you? You technically will, once you graduate, once you will have education, you do have a job, and you'll even have a place to live. And I'm just like, yeah, so what? Just because I got education don't mean that I'm not dumb as hell and that I didn't cheese my way through school. And just because I have the option to live on my own, it's like, you really think I can afford that? And work, well, that's we don't even need to elaborate on that part. Like, what's the girl gonna find interesting in me? That I play games all day? It's like I do nothing but watch shows and anime? Ooh, yeah, what a keeper, you know? It's not like it's not like I'm a Giga Chad, you know, tall, buff, chiseled jawline. You know, so it's like, what really is there good about me? I can tell you, a whopping nothing. And yep, nope, no flurry rush. Oh, that's right. There's a malice moblin in this level. But first, the treasure. How do we get to there? I see the paths are blocked. They're blocked. How do I get past? Fine. I guess I have to do these moblins first. Well, since Link's way over here, I'll go to Zelda. Wow! Look at how many bokoblins are here. Don't you dare! Don't you dare fall! I am right here helping you. One shield broken. Break it, break it, break it. Alright. Head to the targeted position alongside your allies. But can I do this yet? No. Wait, what? Whatever, I guess we just head forward. I don't know, is there anyone out there who can even remotely relate to me in my position? Like, you don't know how to speak a language, yet it would be so beneficial if you did, but you just don't speak it. And also, it gets spoken to you all the time, but you just don't understand. Is there anyone out there in that position? Of course, I don't think anyone out there would ever truly feel one-to-one with exactly how I feel would be in the exact same position that I'm in, where they can completely relate. You know, there's like almost 8 billion people on this planet, and I bet you not one can relate 100%. But I just can't believe it happened. You know what, let's get back to what started all this. I can't believe it happened 3 times that I'm just walking by, minding my own business, and a Mandarin lady stops me and asks me who knows what. Like, of all people, why me? You know, you're passing by so many other people, why me? Now, if I could frickin' understand them, I'd be more than happy to help with whatever the hell they're saying. But because my position is so unique, where I've grown to the point where I hate this happening to me. You know, whenever a Mandarin lady just stops me and asks me for directions, I can only assume it's directions. It's like, I don't understand what you're saying. Why of all people did you just happen to stop me, the one person who hates having this happen to him? And it 3 times, just minding my own business, walking by, someone stops me and says some sort of, well, in my ears, gibberish, because I don't understand what they're saying. Wow, you're really just gonna keep on spinning, huh? I'm just gonna do this. And you know what, today, like I said, because I knew deep down, like, what might have been happening, that this might have been the 3rd time this is happening, I just tried to keep on looking at my phone, try to ignore her, like, please, maybe she's talking on the phone, maybe she's not talking to me, maybe she's just walking beside me and talking really loudly. Like, that's what I was hoping. But nope, I had to make the foolish mistake of looking up from my phone and looking her direction. And it's like, yes, indeed, she was talking to me. I should have just kept on walking. I should have just ignored her all the way and just kept on walking. What do I do now? Malice Guardian. Alright, yo, whoops, that's right. I was about to use stasis, so that way I can go over here. Bam! Gotcha! Alright, you guys don't need to see me finish this level, so I'm just, yeah! I'm just gonna cut back to the menu. And there you go. So let's take a look at all our work. Finally, the last treasure chest is gotten, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are complete. We still have 2 more, so there should be 1 more video left after this. And my god, I'm gonna have to beat Mutate again and again. With Terraco 2. So that'll be next time, but before that, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that we can get done. So it's now 11:25 for me. So I've been recording for damn near an hour now. Nice. Okay, everything here except this is completed. Let's see if we can complete these. What the hell is that? That looks awesome! That looks incredible! Oh, are all of these just new and special weapons for them?
I can't be stopped.
Yeah, look at that! Thunderous Hero's Bride. Hold on, the Pokemon Thunderous? Then what's this? What could Ganon have? Violent Obsessions. By absorbing knowledge from records of battle, Calamity gained an unnatural new power. Oh, this. So I don't gonna get a new weapon too? Yeah! Gallant Hero Spear. Looks like a hammerhead shark. Yeah, I'll swap to these. I want to equip all of these new weapons.
All the better to help my friend.
Whoa, look at that Serene Champion Spear. Man, forget all the weapons I've been using. These is where it's at. Alright, so we still got 3 more that we can't do just yet. Excuse me. Whoa, look at that roast. What about this? Yeah, wow. That reminds me of something. I can't remember what. Steadfast Champion's Greatsword. And what about this? No weapon there. Never mind, we got 4, not 3. We still got this one. Enhanced ability. God, it's gonna be so satisfying to get all of these done next time. And then after that, we'll do this. And then, who knows, maybe 1 more level, maybe 2 more levels, I don't know. But we're nearing the end of this game. The end is near. Anyways, that'll be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye now.